embarrassment. My husband,
Now, Ruby.
you embarrass me, and I want you to know that. An embarrassment.
You're a nag.
Ready? Okay, we're on the air in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and families all across this great nation, welcome back to the second half of the Axel Star Show. Second half of tonight's show is made possible by our other major sponsor, Charlie Pete, and the good folks at Four Pillars Consulting. Four Pillars, the only local debt settlement company who works for you, not for your creditors. Once again, here is your host, Mr. Axel Star.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful evening so far. And a warm welcome to the good folks joining us from across Canada tonight. You know, we are so fortunate here in the growing metropolis of Kelowna that a fancy new French restaurant has just opened up in town. Café des Legumes. Let's go in together and have a bite. Ah, here comes Andre, the maitre d'. Bonjour, Andre. Comment ça va?
What did you say?
Never mind.
Something about insurance?
It was nothing. What are your specials tonight, Andre?
Oh, tonight we have the foie de cheval haché, then we have the cerveau d'agneau fricassé, and finally, we have the chose marinier de porc.
Sounds lovely. I think I'll have the Marrier de Poe.
You want me to pick you up at the bus station?
No.
You and my wife?
No.
What are you doing at the bus station with my wife, monsieur?
I didn't say that. I said Marrier, Manger, Frere, Soliday?
That's even worse. Now you say my brother is involved and that he has eaten my shoe?
I'm sorry.
And that I have an onion up my nose?
Andre, please.
And my dog passes gas?
Andre, what was the second special you mentioned?
The second one was, cerveau d'agneau fricassé.
Just give me that.
Why did you not say so, monsieur?
What is it, by the way?
Do you really want to know?
Does it involve the internal organs of large animals?
Oh, oui, monsieur.
And I don't want to know. Put extra sauce on it, okay?
Très bien.
And potatoes on the side?
Oui, monsieur.
French fried potatoes?
Monsieur.
Yes.
Monsieur, all of the potatoes are French potatoes, no?
Yes.
If we boil them, they are French. If we mash them, they are French. If we fry them, they are French. All of the potatoes are French. This is assumed. They do not need your recognition in order to be French. They are well aware of it themselves.
I'm sure.
Do you wish fried potatoes?
Yes, please. And a vegetable.
Which vegetable?
I don't care. Whatever you have.
What do you want?
Doesn't the matter? Brussels sprouts.
Ah, we're out of those.
Carrots?
No carrots. Oh,
Cauliflower.
no. Not with cerveau d'agneau. It would be an insult.
Spinach.
No good at this time of year.
Artichokes?
No, I don't want to watch you try to eat them.
Beets.
No.
How about parsnips or rutabaga?
Monsieur, be serious.
Asparagus?
Oh,
Onions.
onions. You want onions? Onions with potatoes? Is this a German restaurant here? This man named Heinrich, is it? Am I wearing lederhosen, my friend? Is this a tuba in my hand, is it?
Sorry. How about corn?
Ah, out of season.
Kohlrabi.
What's what, Celia?
Maybe some kind of beans. Okra.
Okra. Never heard of it.
No beans?
Beans, no, not with cerveau.
How about squash?
Squash is not French, monsieur.
How about...
How about peas, monsieur?
Fine.
Peas, then?
Peas are fine.
Are you sure?
Of course.
I don't want to push you into this choice.
It's fine. Peas.
Is there something you'd rather have just say?
Peas are fine.
I don't wish to coerce you.
I want peas.
Very well. Peas it is, then. I send your waiter right over.
Ah!
Cafe des Légumes has been brought to you tonight by Brian Wrightson of Canadian Residential Inspection Services, Canada's premier home inspection service.
When I want to buy a home with security, Canadian residential inspections for me. Any problems they will find, set my mind at ease. Canadian residential inspections for me. They'll check the heating vents,
nice to have you on the show and talking to you. Let the listeners know a little bit of the future plans of the great Sadie Hall.
Well, I don't want to give anything away.
Oh, just a little hint of what your plans are in the future.
Well, Axel,
Yeah.
Canada. I hope to be doing a motion picture.
Ooh,
Yes. It's always been a dream of mine, so
sounds very exciting. Have you read a script? Where is it going to be shot?
I don't know the details yet,
Oh.
and I haven't read a script yet.
Oh, okay. Well, it's really refreshing when you have a girl from Regina going against the grain. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sadie Hall.
Now, Regina. They called it Regina because little frozen city in the middle of nowhere was too long. This portion of tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Okanagan Life magazine, celebrating 25 wonderful years.
For a monthly magazine, we read OK Life. Founded here in '88, they've got it just right. All the news and valley views, their hits are a sight. They'll tell you the buzz, and that's because they know Okanagan Life's the one that's top on our list. Fashions and celebrities, you're getting the gist. Read by thousands of, we all just love it so. Okanagan Life's our favorite magazine. It's the magazine the Okanagan lives by.
Look out, folks, here she comes. It's time to make some magic in the kitchen, cooking with Ruby. Tonight, 50 ways to make cornmeal more exciting. Let's give a big hand to our very own Ruby Cabbage.
Sisters of the Sizzling Kitchen, I was going to talk to you tonight about 50 ways to make cornmeal more exciting. But I'm a mite too upset for that. Instead, I am going to take the liberty of discussing husbands. I almost used the word disgusting. But first, I want to ask you a little question. What, oh sisters of the Sizzling Kitchen, is a bigger nuisance than a husband? Ah, I can see the answer in your eyes. Nothing. Really, sisters, it wouldn't be nearly so conspicuous if said husbands didn't consider themselves to be so important a part in the makeup of the world. Too much ego, sisters. Entirely too much ego. That's the whole thing. And really, sisters, what do they amount to? I'll tell you what the average man amounts to. Approximately 98 cents. And no more. Now, perhaps some of you may think that number is a bit too low. But sisters, I can back that statement up with scientific data. And if you don't believe me, just listen to this. According to scientific investigation, the ingredients of a man are as follows. Fat, enough to make 7 bars of soap. In some cases, quite a bit more than that. Sugar, to fill a shaker. Lime, enough to whitewash a small chicken coop. Iron, enough to make a medium-sized nail. Phosphorus, enough to make 2,200 match tips. Magnesium, enough to explode a toy cannon. And sulfur, enough to rid a dog of fleas. Figure it out for yourself, sisters. 98 cents. That's a lot to go high-hatting about, isn't it? Take the average husband. What does he do? He gets up in the morning, goes to work, comes home in the evening, tired out, and thinks he's entitled to rest. His day is done. Nobody should annoy him. Nobody dare ask him to do a thing. He's worked hard all day. Now he's home and he shouldn't have to do anything. But what about the wife? She hasn't done a thing all day. Oh no, she hasn't done anything. She hasn't cleaned up the house. She hasn't spent hours brushing, dusting, sweeping, cleaning. She hasn't washed up the breakfast dishes. She hasn't spent more hours fussing and fuming about the kitchen, preparing a beautiful meal for that poor, tired little hubby when he comes home from work, oh, so tired. And when that 5 o'clock whistle blows, does she sit down? No, she does not. When she stops, it is time to go to bed, only to be the first up in the morning to start another day. Breakfast! Oh, what's the use of rambling on? It's the same, day after day, day after day. Oh, thank you, Charlie. For those of you at home, my husband works here at the station. He's Charlie Harvey, and he's walked over here from his table and presented me with a beautiful flower, and I think that is him trying to say he loves me. And I love you too, Charlie. You're a good boy. You're a good boy, Charlie. You run back to your table. Oh, girls, I'm going to have to leave you now. It's almost time for him to be home from work, and you know he always likes his meals on time, if you know what I mean. Until next week, bye. Next week, I want you to wear the brown trousers. These are baggy around the rear end.
I think you might need some more flowers, Charlie. Thank you, Ruby, I think. This portion of tonight's show is made possible by Kelowna Voice Lab. For singing or speaking, they'll help you find your voice.
I always thought that my voice was awful, and dogs would howl when I would sing. Until I went to Kelowna Voice Lab and found the joy my voice could bring. They taught me breathing and proper posture, enunciation and richer tone. I am so happy now that I called them and learned just what I needed to know. Oh, so if you only sing in the shower, or when you are in the car alone, Kelowna Voice Lab really empowers, so don't delay, pick up the phone. Call Kim at 878-8724.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming back to our stage Ginny Marshall and her Swing Machine Band.
Buzzer took the monkey for a ride in the air. The monkey thought that everything was on the square. Buzzer tried to throw the monkey off his back. The monkey grabbed his neck and said, "Now listen, Jack. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Ain't no use in diving. What's the use in jiving? Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top." Buzzer told the monkey, "You are choking me. Release your hold and I will set you free." The monkey looked the buzzer right dead in the eye and said, "Your story's touching, but it sounds like a lie. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and do right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top."
you just came back from your 10-city tour. 10 cities. And you got to play places like Los Angeles, New York, Miami, Montreal, Toronto. I hear you were immediately going on to another tour. Can you let us know the cities you're going to be playing there?
Well, yes. Coldstream, Enderby, and Fruitvale, Armstrong.
So it's more of a back road kind of tour. Excellent. Thank you so much. Ginny Marshall and the Space Machine Band.
While you're on that big city tour, mention my name in Lumbee. This portion of tonight's show is brought to you by Dr. Andy McDonnell at Kelowna Dentistry.
Would you like to smile like a star? Whiter teeth you can see from afar. Be more confident than you are. Call Dr. Andy McDonnell. No matter the service that you may need, he'll see you with the greatest speed. For crowns or implants, he's the only one. Veneers or bonding, he can get it done. So if you want the very best dental care, just take a seat in Andy's chair. There is no job too big or too small. Dr. Andy can handle it all. So be quick, you'd better not stall. He's right on Cooper by the mall. Call Dr. Andy McDonnell. Creating beautiful smiles for life since '94.
When last we left Victor Lone Private Eye, he was on his way to the Lawrence Stanley Hotel to meet the mysterious Matt Marty mentioned in a mysterious message.
So here I was, on another crazy goose chase. Down another crazy street. In another crazy part of town.
Hey, love, what about tonight?
Tonight, not with you. Tonight.
Sometimes I wondered if the whole world had gone, well, crazy. I found the hotel no problem. It was on the wrong side of the tracks. In a neighborhood that hadn't seen elbow grease since the first steam locomotive left some here on its maiden voyage. The Lord Stanley must have been something in its day, but now it was a sad old horse someone ought to put out of its misery. I stepped over a wino.
Want a drink?
And went through the littered alley to the back door. Fortunately, the secret knock was always the same for this type of setup. Before I could get my 2 bits in, the door opened. Before me stood a goon so big I wondered if his mother was a gorilla. And his father was a Model T.
Yeah?
Marty in,
Who wants to know?
a friend of a friend.
Marty ain't got no friends. He's a lone wolf.
Must have been an echo in that alley. But let's just say I came to play fetch. Is he in or not?
I didn't catch your name, Bob.
I didn't throw it. Day. Tom Day.
Come on in, Mr. Day. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. 99.
I don't know how long I was out for, but when I came to, I was seeing stars.
Hey, mister, you okay? Would you open up the baby blues? Come on, mister, you gotta wake up and help me.
This had to be a dream. In front of me was sitting my favorite matinee actress, Angie Williams. I shook my head a few times. Maybe more than a few times. And came to in a hurry. Victor Lone at your service, ma'am. I'm a big fan.
That's swell. Vic, we got about 10 minutes to clear out of this here building before it goes to that Granddaddy Hotel's in the sky. If you get my drift. And I'm afraid of flying.
What are you talking about?
Look, it's a long story. Here's the Reader's Digest version. It all started about 5 years ago when my husband, Mr. Day, started getting into a little bit of trouble with some money people. So these guys, they're holding me for ransom. They think that you were sent here by my husband to rescue me, so now you are in the mix too. Hey, mister!
I guess they hit me harder than I thought. Did you say your name was Mrs. Day? I think I'm getting my days mixed up. Well, don't worry, Toots. There hasn't been a cage invented yet that could keep in Vic alone. I looked around and the steel doors were all welded shut. The windows were boarded up with triple reinforced paneling, and the air ducts were filled with cement. I was seriously considering rephrasing my previous statement when I suddenly remembered the nail file that Marty's goons had mistakenly left in my jacket pocket. The fools. We were home free. It took only moments for me to chisel the door jambs free, and we were running down the hall. I thought we were running faster than that. To the fire escape at the back of the building. Suddenly, shots rang out. Suddenly, shots rang out. And she screamed in terror. Same echo. We hurried down the fire escape and spotted a passing dump truck. What a lucky break. It was filled with feathers. Not the chickens, just the feathers. We jumped for our lives. As we landed safely, I realized the girl of my dreams was in my arms. I leaned toward her for that hero's kiss when, out.
Hey, I told you I was married. Weren't you listening?
We climbed out of the dump truck at its next stop. As we approached the driver's door, I was amazed to see June Day climb down from behind the wheel. What are you doing here, Mrs. Day?
I do shift work. I told you my husband had gotten into some money trouble. Weren't you listening?
No, I was feeling sheepish. But I still wanted to get to the bottom of the two Mrs. Days, convinced that I had busted a polygamist. Ouch again.
Mr. Delone, this is a family show. Angie is my sister-in-law. Our husbands are brothers.
This just wasn't turning out to be my day. Another mystery solved. As the two girls drove off, I realized that once again I was Vic, and once again I was Delone.
You've been listening to Vic Delone, Private Eye, brought to you by Georgia Girl Vintage, new and used designer clothing from the 1920s to today.
If you want vintage hats, vintage girls, you need to visit Georgia Girl. Clothing that's unique and just your style. Money that you save will make you smile. Oh, they've got shoes and lots of things that are new. Designer clothes, accessories galore. Why look like the other girls you see on the street when you can wear our stylish clothes that are so unique? Come in and play, we're open every day at Georgie Girl Vintage. Find your style downtown on Ellis.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, direct from Paris, France, the beautiful Miss Nicole Latouche.
La, la, la.
Goodbye, no use leading without cheers. This is where our story ends. Never lovers, ever friends. Goodbye, and our hearts call it a day. But before you walk away, I sincerely want to say, I wish you bluebirds in the spring to give your heart a song to sing and then a kiss. But more than this, I wish you love. And in July, a lemonade to pull you in some leafy glade. I wish you health, but more than wealth, I wish you But most of all, when snowflakes fall, I wish you love. I wish you
Many feet. My French is definitely getting better. I almost understood every word of that song. It's so nice to speak French with somebody and brush up on that.
Très bien, Axel, très bien.
Now, you are a worldwide celebrity, star. You're from Paris, France. You've been everywhere. Can you let our listeners know a little bit about the differences, let's say, of Paris, France, to a place like Kelowna, British Columbia?
Vraiment? Okay, Axel. In Paris, we do not have the Ogopogo. We do not have that, no. In Kelowna, you do not have the Tour Eiffel. Eiffel Tower.
I knew that.
Of course I did. And in Paris, of course, you know, we all speak French all the time, every day. And in Kelowna, that is most certainly not the case.
I hear exactly what you're saying. I can't believe there's so much work for Paris to do to catch up to a place like Kelowna. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Nicole Latouche.
Actually, I hear the council is trying to catch up to Paris. They want to build an awful tower down by the waterfront. This portion of tonight's show is made possible by Jody Hayes and Chrissy Cudahy, commercial insurance experts at Capri Insurance. Since '75, Capri has got you covered.
Oh, Capri, yes, Capri, the insurance for me, for my car, for my home, treat me like family. They've been here over 30 years, a service that gets cheers. Now they're 10 locations and still growing, and praise the founder who started it all, and his daughters were there, it's a family call. Jody and Chrissy will take care of what you need, protect your assets, call them a Capri. Let our family protect yours at Capri.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very special show this evening. It makes me reminiscent of the early days of my career. You know, so many people have asked me how I got started in radio. As a matter of fact, just last week, a little girl asked me,
Hey, how'd somebody like you ever get into radio anyway, huh? Boy, you must have had a friend who got you in, didn't ya? Did your dad own a station or something?
No, he didn't. I worked my way up from the bottom. I was a waiter in a restaurant right next door to this very radio station, COGO. The Air Castle of the Okanagan, it was called. All the big stars hung out there.
Hey, Axel, do you know who that is at table number 1? Huh? Do you? The dame in the animal print cut down to her navel? Huh?
My job is not to gawk at my customers, Mildred. It is to provide them with the highest level of service I possibly can.
She's a very big name in broadcasting.
My customers come here to get away from the fishbowl of fame and wealth, Mildred. They do not come here to be ogled by me.
That's Rosie Pandozzi. Oh. The host of Goody Goody? And Stick to Your Knitting?
I don't care how beautiful and famous she is. I'm here to serve my clients, whether they be rich and successful or modest and hardworking, like myself.
Hey, waiter, you, over here.
Yes, sir.
Miss Pandosi's water is tepid, and her oysters seem slightly slimy. And this wine, it's dry, but it's not quite arid. Bring us another.
Yes, sir.
And hustle, we have a show to do in 2 hours.
Excuse me, young man.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Do me a favor. Recite for me the lines, "When in disgrace, with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and think upon myself and curse my fate." Go ahead, say it, please.
When in disgrace with fortune in men's eyes,
Beautiful.
I all alone beweep my outcast state,
Exquisite.
and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and think upon myself and curse my fate.
Absolutely extraordinary.
We're in a hurry, Rosie. Don't waste a man's time.
You're a man of the theater. I can tell by the way you project yourself.
I'm not. I'm only a waiter, Miss Pandosi. I was a busboy up until 2 months ago.
Surely you've appeared in theater,
I never have.
or dreamed of appearing in theater.
Not really.
Okay, you've surely sat in a theater at some point in your life.
Once. For me, my dream has always been waiting on tables and making people happy.
How boring, how tedious.
To you, perhaps, but to me, the thought of bringing happiness in small, simple ways, with a timely glass of water, a plate of food properly presented, a clean napkin, the proper removal of crumbs.
Young man, you take away the W from waiter and the I&E, add an S and switch the A and the T, you've got the word star.
Those who serve can also shine, Miss Pandosi.
Ha! I could make you a star. You're young, your eyes flash, you have a fabulous jawline, the tufts of chest hair poking up from your shirt. Oh, you were born to be a radio star.
Rosie, don't embarrass the man.
Come, young man, follow me.
It's magnificent, Miss Pandosi.
It's a radio station, Axel. It's a magical place.
All these men and women in tuxedos and fancy gowns.
Radio performers maintain a standard of elegance the general public can only imagine.
What's there beyond the glass, Miss Pandosi?
Ah, well, that's where the engineer mixes the show. Come, Axel. Axel, meet Monsieur Revard.
Oh, bonjour, chérie. Je t'adore.
He doesn't speak English.
Broadcast mixing is beyond language, Axel. It's an art. It's music.
He does it with white gloves.
Of course. Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Revard. Au revoir.
Oh, je vous aime beaucoup.
Radio. It's a life of wealth and fame and more than that. The responsibility of serving as a role model for Canada's youth.
Really?
When you go into radio, you'll have a platform from which you can spout all the left-wing liberal drivel you like and impress young people who don't know any better.
I never stopped to think about that.
People will follow you, dazzled by your brilliance.
I'll be able to speak out for working people, for striking mine workers and teachers, draw public attention to our city's housing and transportation needs.
I have a show that's perfect for you. It's called Waiting in the Wings.
I don't know.
Oh, come, in my dressing room.
You're so kind, so generous.
Don't mention it.
Everything is just so confusing.
Come in, come in.
Wow, it's as big as a train station. High ceilings, the drapes, the view of the city, its lights winking and blinking, beckoning.
I know it looks magnificent, but the truth is, I'm a very lonely woman, Axel. For years, I've devoted myself to radio, trying to the audience, and I forgot to find romance for myself. And then you appeared, Axel. You appeared and there was something in your voice.
There was?
There was something in your voice that told me how much I've been missing, and I don't want to miss it any longer. Kiss me, you fool!
I kiss you, but...
I'm in radio and I'm a woman, Axel. I have the needs of any other woman. Marry me.
Marry you, but...
All I can promise is I'll make you as happy as you're able to be.
Oh, well, that's pretty darn happy, Miss Pandozzi.
So you'll do it? Waiting in the wings?
I'll do it, Miss Pandozzi. My customers are gonna miss me, but I'll do it.
You won't regret it, young man. Believe me. Today's your lucky day. You came in here a waiter. You're going out a star.
And that's how I got into radio. She was my muse, my producer, my love. And then one day...
I'm leaving, Axel. No, don't try to stop me. I did everything for you that I could. But now you've outgrown me. I made you into a star, but now I'd only hold you back. I'm leaving, Axel. In fact, there's my train now. I'm going south, Axel, to a Soyuz. I'm going to live in a retirement community and play tennis and enjoy my remaining years. But someday, when you've gone national, Axel Star, if you think of it, do a show for me.
I promise.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. This show is for you, Rosie Pandozzi, wherever you are.
This portion of tonight's broadcast was made possible by the good folks at Kelowna Vineyards, BC's original winery since '32, made right here in Kelowna.
My favorite wines are made in Kelowna. Their Chardonnay knocks me off my feet. They've got Merlots and other Pinots, just can't be beat. And their Syrah, it makes me go up. The sovereign apple so sweet. Kelowna Vineyards, the one I turn to. I always know it will taste just right. They've got award-winning wines that always taste perfect. Just try them and you'll see why Kelowna Vineyards, the one for me. Come by for a tasting downtown on Richter.
It is my pleasure to welcome back the Nightingales.
Of all the boys I've known and have known some, but when I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came in sight, dear, my heart grew light, and this old world seemed new to me. You're real
fans that we have all across Canada, tuning in every chance they get. Is there perhaps something you would like to say and give back to your fans that are listening right now?
Well, we would like to thank everybody who listens to our music and shows their support.
Yes.
Anything for the troops out there?
Oh, yes, we should talk about them. Well, we just came back from that USO tour.
Yes.
And so we got to see firsthand the wonderful men and women who are serving and risking their lives overseas and, provide a little bit of entertainment for them. And, I really think that they probably gave back to us much more than we were even able to give to them. They're just an amazing group of people, and we were very, very proud to.
Excellent. Well, well said, well said. And now another song from you ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Nightingales.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places. That is heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe apart across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
This note is from Sally to Stephen with the 3rd Battalion. Sweetheart, it's been 5 weeks since your last letter. Are you well? Did you get my package? We are doing all that we can here to help end this terrible war. Mary started school last week. She is such a big girl now. I keep your picture in her room so she won't forget her daddy loves her, even though he's far away. We pray for you every night. Come home to us soon. Always yours, Sally.
I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
Well, that's our show. I'd like to give a big thank you to the wonderful and talented acts we've had here tonight. The Nightingales. Gina Marshall and her Swing Machine Band. Lou Songstress as Sadie Hall. The French Flame Nicole Latouche. And let's not forget our talented regulars, actress Ruby Cabbage, our sound people technician Charlie Harvey, our fantastic band, and of course our announcer, the great Joe DeSorso. Let's not forget our jingle bells. And a big thanks to our wonderful studio audience. You've been great. Be sure to tune in next week when our guest will be Herbie's Harmonica Harmony Band, ventriloquist Bernie Lipschitz, and the enchanting songs of Farmerette Billy Baylorhay. And finally, I'd like to say to the men and women of our armed forces, we are with you always. We hear about you every day in the broadcast, and here at home we are doing everything we possibly can to support you. You are serving a grateful nation, and the world will long remember the sacrifices you are making today. We pray for your safety and look forward to the day you can return home to those who love you. Until next week, may your stars always shine brightly. Good night.